It's Friday night, and that means it's time for Fast Break Friday. Welcome to the Campus Basketball League, powered by FaithWorx Sports, hosted right here at the University of Botswana, home of the
Good
UB
evening,
Brothers.
basketball
Every
fans,
week,
and welcome
FBF
to
brings you
this
electrifying
edition
matchups,
of Fast Break
passion,
Friday, brought
energy,
to you
and
guys
faith
by
on full
FaithWorks,
display. Settle in.
situated and
The action's
located in
about
the
to begin.
University of
And
Botswana,
remember,
which is
there's always
home
another
of the
great game
UB
coming
Relics.
your
The
way
weather
on
is
FBF.
looking absolutely nice today, and we're bringing to you guys a thrilling three-game night of Fast Break Friday. However, we hope that you guys are going to be enjoying the games. Remember to catch us on our social media platforms, hashtag FBF26. I am the commentator for today, your play-by-play commentator, as well as a sports announcer. I'm Kutlo MC Mani. Most of you guys who know me call me Steve. Today, we're going to be starting off with the Black Rebels versus the Blue Raiders. The Blue Raiders is the home team, and the Black Rebels is the away team. Let the games begin.
It's Friday night, and that means it's time for Fast Break Friday.
As promised, the games have started. It is the Black Rebels versus the Blue Raiders, and we're going to be getting to one of the most anticipated games we've ever seen. The lineups are looking rather ecstatic. One team is looking to draw first blood, while the other one is looking to defend bragging rights. We're seeing Lois now, who is playing for the Blue Raiders, the man who's been yapping most of the time behind the cameras, talking and encouraging a bit of competition. The Blue Raiders are packed Khan, Tinashe, Lewis, and Eugene, and we have the Black Rebels with Ian, Atang, Lefika, Zawadi, Leroy, and Mr. Gift. That is the lineup for the two teams. We have the Blue Raiders being the team that is playing a bit understaffed today. However, that is the game. Remember, tonight is a Fast Break Friday. Hashtag FBF26. That is the hashtag. You can find us on our social media platforms, and we're going to be getting away with the games. The first half has started, and I'd like to welcome you all and say good evening to everybody who has joined us for this momentous night of 3 games. It's gonna be one hell of a night, but we're hoping that the games will look forward. If you can, keep your eyes on the court, and this is where the games are going to be played from. And bringing me back into commentary is Melo, who just scored a Smello at number 16, playing for the Blue Raiders. Actually, he's the one who just increased that score, and I'm very, very much proud of how this team is going to be look like. And he is the one that won the 6th Man Award last season for FBF. Very, very proud fans out here and spectators looking to see the man play really, really well. These games are these games are looking rather frivolous, and I might also have to say that it's off to a very slow start. These games, I'm not gonna lie, we're looking at some of the slowest starts to any game I've seen in the world of Fast Break Friday. That is FBF 2026, and we're seeing the Black Rebels actually trying to make an attack, and here it's Gift who now is found at fault. We're seeing the likes of Atang is the one now leading the attack. Lewis now trying to provide a little bit of defense, and there goes Gift again for a 3-pointer, and it doesn't prove successful. There goes Tinashe now for the Blue Raiders. Lewis on his left side. Let's see how he's going to be playing. A nice dribble there by Tinashe, trying to move past the man Atang. Let's see what he do. I'm seeing a man diving. Who is that man? It's a Black Rebels now trying to attack. Nice overhead pass there to Leroy, and we're seeing Tinashe now. That's a good turnover there. They go. There he goes. He hangs. He shoots, and he puts it into the net. We're now looking at the Blue Raiders now having a comfortable lead at 5 points ahead of the Black Rebels. We were asking a lot of questions the other day that are we going to be seeing a potential curse of the Black Rebels, or the Black team rather, being in effect here, but the Black Rebels are fighting. They just scored another 2-pointer there to respond to that shot there by Leroy and the other team. And I'm seeing somebody now hanging at Zawadi for the Black Rebels. In this case, they're trying so hard actually to defend, and regardless of whether the team is understaffed or short-staffed, we will not know until the game comes to come to a conclusion. Man, the tallest man in the court now, his name is Ian. He's trying to shoot, but it doesn't prove efficient, and just like that, the man misses a spectacular pass that could have been one of the greatest passes I've ever seen. The ball going out of bounds just like that, and unfortunately for them, it means another point to the slaughter that has began by the Blue Raiders is going to continue. Comfortable dribbles there by King Louis, and we're seeing Eugene now trying to shoot and aim. Let's see, he hangs now. Oh, and he doesn't get it inside. And we're seeing now the turnover by Leroy. Leroy gives it to Tinashe. What's Tinashe gonna do? He doesn't really get a bit more cover because of the attack that the other team is leading. It's really, really intense out here, but we will see. We're still yet to see how this game will be playing. And now it is the blue versus black. Blue versus black. Nicely done there, but the ball does not go in, and unfortunately it does not go in. Tinashe is coming a bit too fast. He is a bit too fast, Mr. Tinashe, for the other team. Something that we have to give to him. Very, very proud of the spectators who are looking forward to such a match, because they have been disappointed by so many games that are starting, but there's no pressure in Tinashe. He finds himself in front of the free throw line for an advantage. Ooh, it just slowly kisses the hoop and does not go in. Actually couldn't get to first base, but we will see. No pressure, as I'll say it again, still no pressure. There he goes. Oh, nice turnover now. Nice turnover. And who is that, man? I'm not seeing anything. There goes the ball out of bounds. And the official says that is not how we do it in FBF. You cannot play like that and start complaining to myself, the official. Also at the same time arguing with the commentators. Nice dribbles there by Louis. He tries to hang with the layup and it goes in. Almost getting an ice cream there. But they say ice cream, you scream, we scream in victory. Nicely done there by King Louis. It's 9 points now to the Blue Raiders, and we're looking at 4 points to the Black Rebels. They're trying so hard, and a nice bounce pass there to the man Zawadi, and he unfortunately doesn't scheme. He moves outside for a 3-pointer, and it is successful. That means now the Black Rebels are now in the lead with 10 points, and the Blue Raiders are now lagging behind with 1 point. Oh, nicely done there, but unfortunately the 3-pointer does not go in. We're seeing the game now reaching one of the best hypes it has ever reached, and we only had 7 minutes of play time. This is something we need to be proud of. There goes Lewis now. Nice pivot there, and the man slips. Something we've seen happening a couple of times on the last season, where the court was so slippery. Even though we're now asking, or is it the shoes, is it the court? But we will see how this one is going. But hopefully this game's not going to result in a lot more injuries. We're going to be seeing with the other two teams playing immediately after this one. It's now 7 minutes, actually it's 6 minutes and 21 seconds that has went down. Actually, there goes Tinashe again. The man finds himself being fouled a lot more than often, but we will see how he does. Still again, there is no pressure. It's Tinashe. Oh, nicely done there by Tinashe. They're running away in defense now. There goes Zawadi. What's Zawadi gonna do? He sees Leroy. Leroy does not see anyone, and he does see somebody. He sees Gift, and Gifty does not respond in a manner that the other team would want him to respond. He was fouled. He's gonna get that little advantage there. play-by-play is done by Steez, as I was telling you guys again. It's it's a crazy game, man. What is King Louis gonna do? He's very quick and very accurate with his passes, and he's doing it nicely by giving the ball all the way to Eugene for that little 2-pointer that I'm getting there off all the way from court side. And hopefully this is not gonna be a very tight game. As we've seen so many tight games there. There goes Zawadi with the flex. Now looks like he's flexing. He's aura farming. Nice bounce pass there to the man out there. It's Leroy. Leroy, I almost getting it inside, but we will see how this one goes. King Louis now leading the attack. What is King Louis gonna do? Are we gonna be seeing a possible pointer there? No, it's and it does go in. That was a really wonderful assist there to the blue team, and the blue team is now sitting comfortably. They're playing really well, and there's nothing we can take away from this team's play. The strategy works really well. They're too silent. However, the actions and the score is speaking loudly for them. Again, this is the third time we're seeing Tinashe on the free throw line. And there he goes, Mr. Tinashe. And now the ball is in the hands of the Black Rebels. What are the Black Rebels gonna do? Nice pass there to Leroy. Leroy hangs. He shoots and it goes inside. Oh my word! I think that was some of the most impressive work there we've seen Leroy do. But now the ball is still going, and there goes the Black Rebels with the turnover, but unfortunately it proves futile. They're back on it again. The Black Rebels, what are they going to do? Are they going to be able to increase or reduce the lead that this team has now? Nice fast-paced passes there, and the accuracy on that shot was incredible. I am impressed with now how the team is handling this situation. We need to understand that this play actually needs to have a certain level of success. There goes the blue Raiders actually now. These passes are very accurate. The blue Raiders now. Ooh, Zawadi, what are you doing? Zawadi saved there by Atang. Atang, nice pass there, accurate pass, and it goes in. Unfortunately, that was a block or a steal. I couldn't see properly, but it was done very well by the other man. It's Blue Raiders now. Dummy there, and he goes deeply inside. That Ooh, and it does hit the backboard, and there goes Tinashe on the ball now. Nice save there before the ball almost goes out of bounds and passes Leroy like he's not seeing anything. And a 3-point to the man now. What is it gonna do? Gives it all the way to the far right side, and we're seeing King Louis now. A 3-pointer. King Louis, he misses the hoop just by a little inch too wide there on the short, and unfortunately it doesn't go in. But that means now the ball finds itself in the hands of the Black Rebels. Now it's a turnover now. It's seeing, oh nice man, the man going flowing rather past King Louis, and now they're kicking it now, jumping on top of the ball, and the official says that is not how we do it. However, it is a game of basketball. We're seeing the dudes doing nice camaraderie. It's sportsmanship at its best, man. We're seeing the guys helping each other go up. I'm seeing another man there scratching his elbow. Might have landed a bit too hard on that one, but again and again and again, that is a tough game of basketball, man. It doesn't really look that well. It doesn't look that nice. However, we cannot argue that the game has to be played like this. It's a game of physicality. It's a game of intense battling with one another. And just like that now, it is the Blue Raiders now again still extending the lead. I'm seeing a 5-point difference. And there goes Zawadi moving and flowing past, trickling past these players like he's not seeing anything. That would have been a successful pass there, and it does not prove successful. It's Eugene now who passes it to Tinashe. Tinashe gives it to King Louis. King Louis, he hangs, he shoots, and just like that, the points are going to the Blue Raiders. 7 points difference, and the game, the beautiful game of basketball is now being played nicely. A 3 points, no, it doesn't go there. The turnover now received nicely by Tinashe. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna shoot? A beautiful block there. We're seeing by Atang. No, not really Atang, but by the players there. It's actually by Atang. And he does find himself there on the free throw line again. There he goes now. It's Tinashe. Unfortunately, it doesn't go in. It just trickles on top of the hoop itself. However, he gets another chance at redemption, and we cannot take that away from him. It's Tinashe once again. No pressure to Tinashe. Oh, and just like that, it's inside now. The Blue Raiders are comfortably now. It's 8-point difference between the two teams now, and they're trying to attack, but Tinashe tries to get in that defense. A nice pass, and stolen by King Louis. King Louis, oh, and Tinashe misses that wonderful pass there from King Louis, and the ball goes out of bounds immediately as Eugene was trying to save it. That was a bit selfless there from King Louis. That was creatively done. He could have capitalized on that shot, but unfortunately he tried to increase the other side's, his team work rather. And now we're seeing Zawadi now. What is Zawadi gonna do? Zawadi, he's playing really well. Zawadi, even though I'm seeing a bandage on his hand, that does not mean that he is incapable of playing really well. The ball going out of bounds, and I'm seeing King Louis jumping up in the air, possibly disagreeing with what the official is saying. However, the official's word is final in this instance. We need to understand that as basketball fanatics and basketball players, we really cannot argue with them on this instance. They're playing really well now. Tinashe on the ball. If you notice, Tinashe at this point has had the longest time, is the player with the longest time. Yeah? Sekoa. Tinashe is the player whose hands have spent the longest time on the ball, because he's the one leading the attack. He's also the one who spent more time on the free throw line than any other player so far. So we also have to give it to him there. I'm not sure if the players are taking advantage of his height or what, but he does find himself getting that advantage of having to get more more free throws than any other player there. And there goes now King Louis. What is King Louis gonna do? King Louis, he calls to Eugene, but does not give it to Eugene and gives it to Tinashe. Tinashe now, he nicely up there, he hangs, and just like that, it's beautifully done by Tinashe. And now the score is looking really wide, man. It reminds me of that week during the month when the month is doing splits now. It's Melo now. Melo, haven't seen the player in a little while, but Melo now, he is in the court, finally now making an impact. So we need to also appreciate the man for the bravery he's doing now. But unfortunately, the game now has hit a standstill. The official now explaining to the other players, and Makalemela Reoleka Mona, his name is Zawadi. No, you're actually on a very offside position when Zawadi, and there is Khan. Khan is the one who is getting the redemption, missing both the free throws. And now the Black Rebels have called for a timeout. Just like that, they are trying to get an advantage. However, the lead is still on, man. It's an 8-point lead between the two teams, with the Blue Raiders being the ones that are actually leading, and we need to give it to them in this particular instance. Jorge, you know what? You guys are playing really well for a team that actually does not have that high amount of players as the other team, and henceforth, maybe we might see a potential exhaustion of the players. The last time this happened, the team with the lowest number of players actually was the one that won the game. It wasn't really about them having the lowest number of players. It was about how they use the players that they have, and they managed to capitalize on that one. So in this particular instance, we need to appreciate the teams that come here with the lowest number of players, but actually managing to get that lead with 48 points shared between the two teams. The time now is just basically of play has been 15 minutes that has passed, and we're enjoying this beautiful game of basketball. The official now making her way into the court, and just like that, the timeout is done, and the two teams are now getting inside. I'm seeing other players there that come in to support the other teams, come in to support the Blue Raiders, and on the other side, the games are still ongoing. We need to appreciate these two teams that are going. There goes the man Atang Mitsumi moving to the official now. Potential defending, there's Leroy. Leroy now, only one person there trying to create a wall, but it does not prove to see a wall there. Oh, nice save there by Gift, who saved the ball from going out of bounds. And that's King Louis now on the ball. King Louis, what is King Louis gonna do? He doesn't actually, he tries to shoot, but and I'm seeing someone there. Looks like it's a. Oh, he's grabbing his wrist there. Looks like that might be a bit hectic. No, it doesn't go in. A nice try by Zawadi. Zawadi now, we're seeing Tinashe. Ooh, nice dribble there. It's number 5 against number 5. Black Rebels versus Blue Raiders. That was Tinashe versus Atang. Tinashe with the 3-pointer. A bit too wide, just by a little centimeter there. Could have had a nice angle. And Lewis, just like that, Lewis is now playing football. On the basketball court. Looks like he is still grabbing that hand. However, he is King Louis. He's playing really well. And they're now calling him a footballer now. instead of using his hands, he's using his leg. We saw somebody use that the other day. That was Malia now. The one on the other time when they were playing against, when it was the Golden Rooks, where the lady actually went on and used both her legs and hands. Actually, in this one, we're seeing someone now. It's Melo. Ooh, nicely done there. Nicely done there. And these teams. Oh man, it's one hell of a game. I'm not gonna lie, we are enjoying this wonderful game. It's a very windy night out there. However, the players are taking the wind extremely well. They're taking it extremely well. This game of basketball is proving to actually be a bit eccentric, a bit entertaining, and just like that, let's go Leroy. Leroy unfortunately couldn't save the ball from going out of bounds, and just like that, the official now finds his hands on the ball. There goes King Louis now, letting the ball bounce. Looks like he's now playing with one hand. That is going to be a bit problematic since now the team cannot substitute because of the insufficient number of players that there is on the court. However, we should not let it go to chance that this team has the highest number of points in the court. And there goes now the ball almost getting out of bounds, and we have a defensive rebound there by the Black Rebels, turning it into a nice turnover. And oh, 2-pointer, no, it goes. The rebound there falls back into the hands of Gift, and Gift unfortunately does not get it inside now. There goes Melo now. What is Melo gonna do? It corkscrews in front of a man, and both the two players of the Black Rebels fall. However, there's no time for mercy now. Blue Raiders, nicely done there. Louis, what is Louis gonna do? Stands back, shoots, and a bit too far on the aim. A bit too far on the aim. They're actually trying to motivate him. King Louis Direjana. It is a nice game. 2 minutes left to play, and it is 20 points by the Black Rebels and 31 points there. Ooh, Black Rebels just like that. They actually try to reduce the lead now. 22 points, Black Rebels, and is Blue Raiders at 31 points. Nicely done there. Almost thought that was a 3-pointer, but no, it's an overhead pass to Eugene, and King Louis, I'm assuming he's gonna pass it because he's signaling to Eugene, and he's not seeing a man, he's seeing Khan. And nicely done there by Khan. Ooh, they're playing extremely well now. A nice words there by the spectators. Leroy! Leroy. No, Leroy. Leroy unfortunately does not go in. Good energy there by Leroy. We have to appreciate that shot there taken by the man. It's Leroy actually. He played really well, man. These short players are really fast. They're actually really fast, man. They might not actually try too much with 3-pointers, but you cannot let them do that when at that position. And I'm assuming that the two teams, they both know that, you know, the tallest players have in general, they usually have the best accuracy, and the shortest players have the fastest legs. And now we're seeing Tanashe now on the free throw line again. I don't know if this is some record of any kind. In just one half, the man has gotten over 10 free throws. Ooh. No pressure there. Yeah, we have to admit that Tanashe actually does have a nice accuracy on the shots there. Leroy now missing the pass, and now the ball finds itself in the hands of Eugene. Very tall there, Eugene. However, the dribbles are really fast. The man passes the ball right in front of your eyes. You might see it, but you'll never ever catch it. There goes Louis slipping nicely there, getting a little step in there. Nice block there. I'm seeing a block from the Black Rebels. He's also smiling. He knows that was a good one. It's very hard to block a man such as King Louis. He's very slippery when they're playing. Very slippery King Louis. And fortunately, because of that, they find King Louis now getting the free throw rather. And King Louis King Louis. No, no, it doesn't go in. Tips his head to say, oh, come on, man, King Louis, get your head in the game. Like I said, no pressure. On the far right side is Khan, and on the far left side is Eugene. King Louis. Free throw line. Ooh, nicely done there by Big Boy Khan. Nicely done by Mr. Big Boy. I'm hearing names. They're calling him black. They're calling him tallest. Walk tall. What is Zawadi doing? Nice save there by Zawadi. Very nicely done there. Oh, didn't see the play on the far right side there. It's Leroy. Unfortunately, that pass proves futile. Eugene, nice there. Almost traveling, but he pivots very, very well. Oh, he hanged, but unfortunately, it wasn't successful. There goes Atang with 20 seconds to play. They gives it to Zawadi. Doesn't go for the three-pointer, but rather dribbles two players with the Blue Raiders. Three-pointer. No, unfortunately, doesn't go in. And now there's Tinashe in a high pace. They know what every second counts. Every second counts. Doesn't see anyone. He sees the man on the far left side. My word, my word. And just like that, it is time. It is time with exactly 24 points by the Black Rebels and 36 points from or gotten by the Blue Raiders. We're looking at a game that actually went to a the first half going to a very thrilling conclusion. It started off very, very slow. A few players were yawning on the far bench, on the court side actually. And we really cannot take anything away from this one. We're going to be doing a bit more interviews with these other players to see what they think, the spectators and all these people who are here. However, the game is there. Remember to hashtag FBF26, and with that, check in on how the games are being played. Updates on the games for today on this momentous day of Friday. We will be seeing how this one is playing. I want to talk to a few spectators out there, a few fans, to see exactly how they think these games are going to be going. I'm going to be talking to a man I'm seeing right now, tallest man in the court. I hope these guys are really playing. They're impressing, hopefully, the spectators, but we will see how this. My man, it's us. We're here. I want us to talk about the game. King Louis, finally we get to see him in action.
True. King Louis has been out here performing. You can tell he's a real experienced player. Really being a solid backcourt with him and Tinashe as the two guards who are controlling the pace, getting players the ball to score. So really they're contributing a lot to their team's lead.
Yeah, honestly, they're actually playing really well. I won't lie. I did see King Louis touching his hand there. However, in terms of controlling the pace of the game, he's done it extremely well, along with Tinashe. And then we're also seeing Eugene now being the main receiver of the passes from both Tinashe and King Louis. However, also now we're seeing the Blue Raiders actually now being in that position. We've seen at most of the beginnings of the FBF tournament, where now most of the teams are playing understaffed. Yeah, they're playing understaffed, and on the other side, the teams that are actually playing with the highest number of players are usually trailing behind.
Yeah, I think what that's due to is that some of these teams, players are not really showing up to games, and that's affecting them when it comes to the games. But
the games do actually are being played extremely well. However, we have to also admit that it started off very slow. I won't lie, it started off really slow, but now towards the dying moments of the first half, right, we're seeing now the players getting their rhythm. Are we going to see the same thing repeating, or are we going to see a change of strategy?
really, what I'm seeing from the Blue Rebels is that they're getting a lot of buckets in transition. They're pushing the ball. They're attacking the rim. Tinashe has been to the free throw line a couple of times. He's getting the black team in foul trouble. As you can see, the black team doesn't really have a bench. So imagine now if one of them gets fouled out, they're going to have to play with 4 players. So that's something they're going to have to be cautious of during the second half of this game. And another thing is now fatigue plays into it. The Black Rebels are down, I believe, by 8 points or something like that. So they really have to conserve their energy, but still push to close the lead and hopefully stay in the game long enough and not allow the Blue Rebels or the Blue Raiders to run away with this game.
Nicely done, nice analysis there. Thank you
Yes,
so
sir.
much, man. I hope to see you play. I know you're going to be playing. Which team are you playing for?
I haven't registered yet, so you're gonna have to wait and see. You have to wait and see, but I will. I will.
All right, thank you so much, man. You do have to register to ensure that the games will be played nicely with your presence in the court. I know that your presence does make a lot of difference. One player I'm also looking forward to seeing play is Skills Kasibila. I wasn't there the other weekend when he was playing.
Skills, man. Skills is the OG, man. He's the experienced head. He's the old head. He really knows how to general and lead a team. I saw Jaden got player of the week. He dropped 30.6 assists. So he was really impactful that game. And the yellow, what's
The Golden Rooks.
the Golden Rooks, man? They're the team to beat. They're the team to beat right now. A lot of teams are having a lot of discontinuations or DQs and not starting games, so they're missing out on points to obtain. So really, I'm liking the look of these guys in blue. So I'm looking forward to that matchup.
All right, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And just like that, the games are about to go and continue. We're honestly looking to see how these halves will be played. I talked too much. The game is about to start. The game is about to start. I'm looking at the official now. I'm about to blow her whistle and call in the two players now. And the game has started, and it's on and on again. One player is looking to run away with the victory, to steal it, and the other one is looking. Actually, one team is looking to run away with the game, while the other is looking to steal it from the other side. We'll see how this one goes. A shout out to Kutlo there on the other side. Kutlo, wave to the people. Kutlo. He's not waving. Eugene now on. Eugene, he finds himself now on the free throw line just as the game is beginning. As the game is starting. Oh, he misses actually. Unfortunately, he misses on that one. Oh, too much drama there. I'm seeing on too much drama. Too much drama that I'm seeing right now on the court. Looks like this half is going to be going to a very interesting start. So far we have had so many attempts right now on the 3-pointers, and it is impressive with how these two teams have started actually. And we will be watching slowly, surely, and unlike we're using a microscope. That was Zawadi. I feel like my energy starting in the commentary is not matching up to the hype I'm seeing. I need to get in my element as the commentator, because that is nicely done there by King Louis. A turnover now I'm seeing. Beautiful turnover there. They're giving it to the man I'm seeing right now. Far left side. Ooh, tries to shoot a bit wide, but we cannot deny what the other team is doing. That was Lifika. Lifika now, we're seeing him in the court playing for the Black Rebels. Oh, man is running. Nicely done there. Sidesteps a man there. Tries to aim a bit too wide. I'm not seeing what... I'm seeing something, a pattern here with a lot of players who are shooting at that hoop from the right side, aiming towards the other side. King Louis are taking advantage of that lead, man. It's now 40 points, the Blue Raiders, and it's 24 to the Black Rebels. Nice dribbles there by Lifika, giving it to Zawadi. Oh, nicely done there, Zawadi. Ah, man, these guys. Impressed. We need to give the man his flowers while he still lives. Hope you might. I'm guessing the bandage on the hand is now like a lucky charm now. There he goes, Zawadi again. Zawadi now on the turnover. Nice dribbles there. He's moving extremely well. Too fast now, too furious. A turnover corkscrew in front of a player, but he was blocked there by another one. It does look really well, really nice. And there's Zawadi again now on the ball, passing it to Gift. Who's Gift gonna gift it to in this case? And Eugene now. Dana on the turnover. Tinashe now. He's starting off really slow. Calling in Eugene again. Saying Eugene passed by, and it's King Louis now trying to pass it to Eugene again, and Eugene misses. But I'd say it is a bit demoralizing as a player to see that happening when you see that the backboard is the one that's actually denying you the goal that you deserve, the point that you deserve. But we cannot take anything away from the man. And in this particular instance, the two teams are playing really well. $12 points. 12 points difference now. Lois is moving a bit slow. Could be exhaustion. Could be a bit of exhaustion that I'm seeing. Also frustrations on the passes that are now being a bit unsuccessful. Nice day. It's now 30 points to the Black Rebels, and that was gifting. Actually, no, it's 28 points. Now gifting himself that point, Mr. Gift. Oh, well, the Black Rebels now have the ball. There goes Zawadi. Zawadi, you can't. He's been playing really well, Zawadi. Playing really, really well now, along with Lefika and Atang. Tinashe. King Louis bounces it for a three-pointer. No, it doesn't go in, and now it's a battle of the players who can actually jump the furthest into the air. That was Eugene and Gift. They actually tried to catch the ball mid-air. Unfortunately, the ball saw itself getting into the hands of somebody else, and now King Louis now fighting, clawing his hand into that one, and the rebound there saved. The rebound is now saved by Khan. And Khan does nicely well actually in this particular, and saving Lewis is behind actually. And who's he passing to? That actually does happen a lot in this case, considering that the two players color teams are looking like the darkness basically in this case. Tanashi, nice pop in, and it doesn't go in, and the tallest player goes for a rebound. There's that now defensive rebound there to Gift. Gift gives it to Alifika, and they pass it back again, and they go inside. He hangs, he shoots, and everything around now is an applause, man. It's an applause. 10-point difference to the two teams. Black Rebels have 30 points, and the team now has in blue. The team in blue now has 40 points. The score hasn't shifted a little bit. At first, we had a 12-point difference there, but now we're seeing a difference. It doesn't look that bad actually. There's Tinashe. Ooh, too short, Tinashe, and Khan tries to give it from behind the backboard. Man slipping, I'm not seeing what's happening. Ooh, nice save. A nice save, interception there by Khan. Unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds, but that was a nice defense. That could have been very problematic to the Blue Raiders. King Louis giving it to Khan. Nice catch there by Khan. Tries to do a nutmeg on the player, and unfortunately the ball goes out of bounds on that instance. We are going to be seeing some weird passes that are happening now. I feel like these two teams are playing with way too much pressure on themselves. Each of themselves are playing like they're winning a championship. Maybe that is because they want to both win the championships now. Blue Raiders now. Ooh, he hangs. That's Mello. What is he doing? No, unfortunately, it doesn't go in. There goes a three-pointer. Hits the backboard. Falls in the hands of Gift. And now we're looking at a turnover. It's Zawadi now. Zawadi gives it all the way to Lefika. Lefika gives it back to Zawadi. Tries to get inside. Dribbles on his own, and now we're seeing Zawadi on the far right side, but the ball is not in. Zawadi hits the hoop now, and it's King Louis now. He sees Eugene. Oh, nice slip into the zone, man. That is, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. It's like the players are passing the ball against themselves now, but. Tinashe passes it to King Louis on the far left side. gives it back to Tinashe, who almost loses the ball, and there's Eugene now, gives it back to Tinashe on the far right side. It's Melo now, and Melo unfortunately doesn't get it inside. It's Eugene now, he hangs, he shoots, it doesn't go in, and the black team now catches it, and the turnover now, it's 1-on-1 now. It's Gift now, Gift looking for the Mpanyana Tsidintle, and the ball goes in just like that. Beautiful, beautiful ball there by the man in black. And now it's still 10-point difference, 12 minutes left to play, 10 points difference, and we're seeing a very intense game. 3-pointer, no, it's actually not a 3-pointer, and we're now seeing Melo now on the ball. Melo tries to get it. Adira 1-man-1 mission. There's Khan now. Khan getting it inside. Saving Melo actually on that one, and he does play really, really well, the player. You don't let his humongous Stasha get in deceive you, man. He does get the rebounds really, really well. He's saving. I've seen him assisting players, the likes of Eugene, the likes of King Louis, the likes of Melo. Khan, he does play amazingly well. We also have to appreciate him. Haven't seen him a lot in the game, in the tournament of FBF, but now he is out here making an impact, and the two teams now they're now trying to see if they can change strategy. The Blue Raiders are a bit understaffed in this case. However, it's crazy to realize that the two teams now are actually the one that are being led by the team that has the least amount of players in this match. It is with the team that is actually under having really the lowest number of players actually leading. We saw this happening on the first two games of FBF26, and the same thing is repeating itself again. I don't know if this is a strategy. I would usually think that the player that has the least amount of the team that has the least amount of players would actually tire out and get more exhausted quicker than the other team. However, we find ourselves watching or spectating a match where these teams are now leading, and it's really, really crazy to think of how this is such an optical illusion of the game of basketball. Now it is Tinashe now. What's Tinashe gonna do? He's still dribbling on his own, giving it to King Louis on this side, and King Louis, he doesn't give it away. He still has his hands on the ball. He gives it to Eugene. Eugene doesn't corkscrew. He does actually aims. He hangs. Doesn't have a successful shot. There's now the dribble there by Khan, and Tinashe is the one who actually jumps and dives with the ball, finding its way into the hoop. Nicely done there. The players are playing really, really well, and we cannot take anything away from these two teams. This is one game I'm looking forward to enjoying at its finest. It is being played really, really well. It's the beautiful, beautiful game of basketball. FBF 2026, FBF26, hashtag FBF26. That is the hashtag you have to follow. And on social media, we're going to be broadcasting on YouTube, updates on Instagram at FaithWorx Sports. Right now, the game is broadcast live. It is a Fast Break Friday. I am the voice of the game tonight. It is Steez doing play-by-play commentary, the sports announcer at the same time, and we're looking at the player. It's Leroy on the free throw line. What is he gonna do, Mr. Leroy? Too wide on the far right side, Leroy. However, he does get another shot at redemption, Mr. Leroy. And I'm seeing now defending. It's Tinashe defending against King Louis, and there goes the Black Rebels trying to shoot now. There's Melo. Melo, who's Melo seeing? He sees Eugene. Eugene doesn't like to shoot immediately when he gets his hands on the ball, and that is probably why. Nice save there by Zawadi. Zawadi now saving the ball, ensuring that it does go in, and his right hand saves it again from going out of bounds. There they go. There they go. Once again. Nicely done there by Leroy. Aura forming at its best. It's Leroy. Nicely done by Leroy. Now the score is actually it's looking interesting now. With less than 10 minutes left to play through to the second half. The game is about to conclude. We're practically left with a very long time for it to conclude. However, the two teams are playing extremely well now. Not a lot of fouls as there were on the first half. However, just like that, a man finds himself in the free throw line. What's happening? I say something and they do the opposite. Not to say that I'm dictating the game, I'm just also a spectator. There's Tinashe now, King Louis. Almost there going for the three-pointer, and there goes Eugene. Eugene now. Extending the lead, a 15-point difference to the Blue Raiders, man. This is a one hell of a comfortable lead. It's a whiplash effect of a beatdown on the Black Rebels. You know, rebellion should have been their strong suit in this case, but looks like the Blue Raiders are raiding nicely. It's actually a raid now at this point. Melo doesn't get a successful shot. There's Zawadi now. Zawadi now on the free throw. One last ball there by Zawadi. Z doesn't actually get it in, and the official says no pressure. You still have another chance, Z. Ooh. And the spectators are saying thank you, Zawadi. They're asking why I'm whispering. It's the suspense. Because after this, we're getting to the hardest leg of the game now. One that is controlled by speed, one that is controlled by grit, one that is controlled by a whole lot of things. There's Tinashe now moving slowly towards the ball, but there's this point in the game, it's very, you cannot tell what's happening, because we usually say that FBF is a game of anyone, it's anybody's game. Oh, nice defense there, Lewis. I'm almost losing the possession of the ball for the teams, and just like that, they try to block on Tinashe's shot. However, the lead is still continuing, and I saw that King Louis I saw it, but uh, he is talking to the official, Tinashe, trying to look for an advantage. Too short, a bit too short there, Tinashe. But he will come back. He knows what he's doing. We can give him trust. We can give him faith. He will give us points. Just like that, he delivers. Tinashe, delivering on the promise. Delivering on the promise. Oh, nice shot there. We're seeing from the Black Rebels, and Mr. Commentator is back with the highest energy we've ever seen. There goes King Louis now. Oh, layup. That is nicely done. He's been looking for this, King Louis. He's been looking for this one. Z now on the ball. We're seeing Z. Zawadi. Who's he going to pass to? He's not seeing anybody there. People are moving into position now. They're passing. No, he's still dribbling. Oh, he did not see the man who moved towards his left side. And just like that, the ball did go out of bounds. And we need to appreciate how this game is being played. I'm not going to lie. I am a bit skeptic on if we're going to be seeing more fouls, but it is a game of Fast Break Friday. It's really fast, and it's really high paced. We're seeing now two players now communicating. It's Melo and King Louis. They're talking to each other. Eugene joining. King Louis like, you can't be doing this, but we will see how this game goes. It's Khan now. Khan, what is Khan doing? Khan. It's Melo. Melo gives it a nice subtle pass there to Tinashe. Tinashe gives it to Khan. Khan never misses. He does miss in this case. Very unfortunate that the hype man, Khan's hype man, unfortunately gets it a bit wrong. However, the player is playing really well. Khan now on the ball. He's getting a free throw. Ooh, he misses. Now we're looking at that layup, the turnover actually, a layup there, but Eugene, Lewis was actually, ooh, could have been a 3-pointer. Lewis was actually asking for them to pass it to a different person. However, they do pass it to King Louis, and unfortunately, he gets it just like that. And they're looking for assistance now. It's Z. Who's he gonna give it to? He gives it all the way to Leroy. Leroy trying to make a potential point there. But we will be seeing how this game is going to be played. And the official calls it and says, no, that is not how we're going to play this game of FaithWorx FBF. 3-pointer, no, it doesn't go in. Leroy, he's a bit ambitious, Mr. Leroy. Very ambitious on that point. We have to give it to him. There goes Eugene. Oh, it doesn't go in. It should have actually been a nice point there. It's Leroy now. Leroy, is he going to pass? No, he does pass. Gives it to Z all the way from the far left side. And unfortunately, the ball is a bit wide and does not go in. But we're now seeing a slaughter. 5 minutes and 8 seconds left to play, and it's 53 points to the Blue Raiders and 38 points to the Black Rebels. Unfortunately, this is it's tough. The game started on a very slow note and it's ending on a very high note. Black Rebels are fighting. They are facing the jaws of defeat. But what are they going to do? They're still clawing. They're actually moving really well. There goes Z now. Ooh, we have to also give Z credit. Most of the points that we're seeing there by the Black Rebels are actually from Z Leroy and Atang. Atang has been playing well. King Louis sidesteps a man. Unfortunately, does not get it in, and he goes for the rebound, and it is successful. The spectators are actually genuinely happy for King Louis. We'll see how this one goes. There goes Atang. Atang, he tries to do a one-man-one mission and it is successful. That is very, very successful. They're seeing lemon squeezy on the spectator benches. They're actually trying to reduce the difference between the 2 points. 15-point difference. It's now the Blue Raiders actually trying to silence the team. It's King Louis for a 3-pointer, and too wide, King Louis. Too wide, and the ball finds itself in the hands of the Black Rebels. Now there goes Atang hitting King Louis there on the money. No, it's just on the tummy actually, and I might have not seen that one properly. But they're talking and say, "I'm so sorry, King Louis. It's a game of basketball." There is the Blue Rebels. It's Melo giving it to Eugene. However, we're seeing a turnover. Lewis giving a man the behind, and still the ball actually running away. Khan on his left side. Lewis goes for a layup, and it does not prove successful. That's a trap. I cannot agree to what he's saying. I can't hear him at this point. He heard himself speak, but yes, he's seeing what he's seeing. But unfortunately, it's Leroy going for the 3-pointer. No, doesn't prove successful, and a man goes down with the ball on his hands. The strategy could have worked really well. The Black Rebels now still finding themselves with the ball in their possession. There goes a man now. He's trying to shoot, and it doesn't go in. Now he tries to pass it to Z. Z on towards center court. Not going for a 3-pointer. He goes inside, and it doesn't go in. There's Melo now. Melo gives it to Tinashe. Fastest legs on the court. Tries to sidestep. Man, it doesn't go in. Passes it to Melo now. Melo almost missing that point there, but they might actually win this one in this particular instance. There he goes, Leroy. No, he passes it, and it's inside just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Unfortunately, the 15-point difference is still at play. Oh, nicely done there. Nicely done there. And there is no way they are going to be recovering from that one. That was a really, really good point. The score, yes, is saying something completely different, but it looks like the Blue Raiders are actually going to be winning this one. Less than 1 minute left to play. If the Black Rebels actually can pull a miracle and win this one, I am telling you, I will start playing basketball full time. And there goes the blue Raiders now. And there goes the Black Rebels now. It's Atang. No, he doesn't go. He doesn't put it inside. He does. And it's now 14 points difference between the two teams, trying so hard to make a comeback. 20 seconds left to play. And this game does not look to have a thrilling conclusion, because we now know and we can see how this game is going to actually be ending. However, I am proud to say that this game is looking really well. Thank you so much to everybody who did watch this game, and we're going to now be moving towards the court side, into the court actually, to talk to the players who played exceptionally well, the ones who had the most prolific points in the two teams. I can see some players now lacing up their boots to see if they're going to be getting the victory. We will be seeing how this one goes. Spectators moving in with their camp chairs. It's a bit windy, but we will see if this game is going to actually be played really well. The game has came to that conclusion that we were looking for. It's the Black Rebels trailing behind by 46 points to the Blue Raiders. We actually stole this one in one of the most widest points gaps I've ever seen in all of the games that have been played for this season of FaithWorx FBF26. However, we should not take anything away from these two teams. It is now the Blue Raiders 60 points and the Black Rebels at 46 points. And ladies and gentlemen, this game has came to concluding end. Remember that Fast Break Friday brings to you guys 3 games. The first one that just ended is actually the Black Rebels versus the Blue Raiders. I am your commentator for the night, Kutlo M. Simani, aka Steez, the voice of FaithWorx Sports. And we're going to be moving to interviewing a player, and the name of the player, we will be getting him in just a little bit. He will be talking to Steez to tell Steez exactly how these players are actually going to be looking like. Mr. Tanashe, I'm getting word that you did extremely well in today's game. Your name has been crossing my mouth as a commentator. What are your thoughts? What are your feedback on the game, on the players, and on your team, and generally the strategy you guys came into the game with?
I feel like we did a great job. Since it was our first time playing together, I feel like we stuck together, we played together. Yeah, that was the main emphasis of the game. But we still have a lot to work on. Yes, sir.
All right. So secondly, you guys came here with only 6 players, 5 players, 6?
5.
Only 5 players. And fortunately for you guys picked up the victory. What was the strategy coming into this game, knowing that you are a bit short-staffed in terms of the manpower that you guys needed to pick up the victory, regardless of whether you picked it or not?
Yeah, we were short on numbers, but we emphasized more on playing together and trying to slow the pace down. Since it was the only the 5 of us, that was the main emphasis, to just slow the pace down and play together.
All right, thank you so much, man. You guys played extremely well. You guys played extremely well. That was one of the teammates trying to do the little water prank there we're seeing. Any last words you'd want to say to the people out there who are listening, maybe to see the next time if you guys are going to be changing strategies or the gameplay?
It's all about coming to see how we play. We promise to play better than we did today and to continue to fight for a spot in the Indo. That's the goal, to play in the Indo.
All right, thank you so much, man. It is Tinashe. He did extremely well on the game today. It was Blue Raiders versus the Black Rebels, and they picked up the victory. Thank you so much, man. It was nice having you over. We're going to be moving towards the Black Rebels to see which player played well in their side.
The night's not over. Coming up next on Fast Break Friday, another epic matchup you won't want to miss. Courtside fans, don't go anywhere. And if you're watching online, smash that link to jump into the next live stream. You're watching FBF, powered by FaithWorx Sports, where passion meets purpose.